Que lo que, mi gente, my party people. On the 11th episode of the Escandalo, we have something completely different, never before seen. Andre Johnson, thank you so much for joining me, man.
Welcome.
I really
Thank you for
appreciate having you. We met in a very peculiar way. My good friend Pablo, who we're trying to collaborate with, is going to start a new program. But moreover, this was a great introduction to your brand, to your tequila, and just this whole like Miami restaurant, hospitality, food business. So we're gonna hear all about that. But you went to FSU.
Correct. Yes, I graduated from FSU.
How was your college experience?
Uh,
Because I think it's really like, so I graduated from FIU,
okay.
right? And I see your background. I'm like, it makes a lot of sense that you are the marketing manager for a spirits company, right? It's very akin to.
Yeah, I definitely got a lot of experience at FSU in the spirits industry, if you will. Definitely paved the way for me in my career. But yeah, good time, good university. Yeah, it was a good time.
And then you went and got your master's in FAU. So how did you come to be the marketing manager now for Ojo del Sol?
Well, after I graduated from FSU, I went into real estate. Did very well there, and then the whole mortgage and real estate industry collapsed. After that, I went back to grad school to kind of reinvent the wheel, get my bearings again, figure out kind of what I wanted to do because I'd only done mortgages and real estate. From there, I started working in the security industry. I started working at like a lot of nightclubs, a lot of restaurants.
So you're a bouncer.
I was a bouncer at first.
And then you elevated.
And I elevated.
I would hate to present a fake ID to you.
And then I got into private security and personal security and bodyguarding. And it was really then when I went on tour with some of these guys and we went into a lot of the clubs and the restaurants and did, meet and greets and performances where I met everybody in the industry.
And that's kind of like your introduction to the game or the biz,
correct,
so to speak.
Correct. And then, some of these artists had their own spirit line and we would
like 50 Cent.
Yeah, with Effenbach. I did some of his security for his Effenbach tour. So we would go into the liquor stores. They would do meet and greets and things like that. And it was here where I met a lot of the liquor store owners, a lot of the distributor reps.
Decision makers.
Right. And the wheels started turning for me. And I saw how much, success this business was.
And value you could bring to it.
Right. Well, when I graduated and got my master's from FAU, I went into the finance field, essentially trading IPO and syndicate. Then did that for about 4 years. Trump came in the office and he kind of messed up the whole thing for businesses like ours. So,
could you give us like a before Trump, after Trump?
Well, we did IPOs, right? So we invested
initial public offerings.
Right, correct. And we were doing about 20 to 25 a week. When he came in the office, we dropped down to about 2 to 3 a month. They made a lot of regulations. They did away
significantly harder.
Yeah, they did. They kind of did away with businesses like ours. So what I saw here, again, like I did in the mortgage industry, was how volatile the market was. So after that, I got an opportunity to kind of get into the spirits industry. And what I realized and what I grew with this industry is it's that can't fall victim to the market, right? It's not actually when
you mean like the things that control the market aren't as volatile or per se like. So I imagine like the consumers, it's like supply and demand where the demand will always be there.
Well, pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's a $260 billion industry, right? So think about it. When times get tough, alcohol sales rise, right? Where mostly other industries would dip.
Would go down.
It's very, you get victim to the market. But alcohol and spirits is a never dying industry, and it doesn't turn victim to any type of
tide or trend.
Correct.
Because it kind of has the opposite effect.
Right, and the sales are constant.
So you would say that during the corona pandemic, the alcohol sales spiked?
I wouldn't say spiked, but they remained constant and went up because everybody was essentially, it's another hard time where everybody's home. And what do people do when they sit home and they can't do anything? They drink.
Yeah.
So during holidays, during tough times, it's just there's so much opportunity.
So in this introduction into the business, you're meeting decision makers, people that have their own lines through the security stuff. Do you think there was like a nexus between the stuff that you learned in private security into the spirit industry? Or are they like two separate things and you just fell up like the opportunity came and you just transitioned, or is there like similarities?
I don't think there's similarities. I think that there's relationships. This business is all built on relationships. It's all built on who you know, right? So for me, I had a relationship with all those key decision makers.
Mhm.
So when I came on board into this industry, it was just one phone call for me. And because I had a great relationship, it was, we don't even need to know what he's selling.
We just know it's good.
We don't need to taste it. Send it to us because I have that rapport with them. But then when you get it behind a good product, you know, and then you branch out and people hear it and they see it and then they taste it, and that's how you grow.
So tell us a little bit about the product. Ojo del Sol, Eye of the Sun. So is it a play on Eye of the Sun, or?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it means. Eye of the sun, right? We're fruity, we're fun, we're festive, we're summertime. You know, it's a pretty pink bottle. We don't like to overcomplicate it here at Ojo del Sol. We are 100% blue agave, silver tequila, and we're blended with all natural ruby red sun-kissed grapefruit.
So actual real grapefruits.
It is actual real fruit.
Not like these other cockamamie concentrates. So other tequila companies that don't use real fruits, it's like a bunch of like industrial chemistry, chemical, like
you could say that.
Something like that.
Products and flavorings and things like that.
And it makes it taste different, I imagine.
Absolutely. I mean, it's very refreshing. It's very light. It's very versatile.
Why does tequila get a bad rap, man? I feel like you're either team tequila or you just hate tequila.
I mean, that really goes with any spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you drink too much, if you don't drink responsibly.
Of course, and we're always promoting to drink responsibly. So don't and don't drink and drive, more importantly. But so and in our conversations, you're telling me that this is a relatively new brand.
Yeah, so we launched about 16 months ago. I launched about 16 months ago. I've been on board since day one. We are actually in February of last year, we were going to launch, and then obviously Corona hit in March. So we pushed back a little bit. And then we just decided, you know, we couldn't wait any longer, and we just went full force. And, you know, I just basically hit the street, hit the people I know, and really got the brand out there. What separated me and from everyone else is no one else was doing that because of COVID and because of the, you know, the harsh times. But I was able to get out there, really push the brand, get behind it, get the meetings, get it tasting and everything like that.
What is how do I say, like, when you meet a restaurant, what is usually the way and how you collaborate with them, or you initiate that collaboration?
Of course.
With different, would they be considered vendors at that point, or are you the vendor?
I'm a supplier.
So okay, there we go. So I don't understand.
Yeah, so in this industry, I'm a supplier, right? I supply the product. We have a distributor who distributes it. The restaurant or liquor store would then be an account. On premise is considered where you can consume alcohol on the premise, which would be a restaurant or a bar.
And they need a license. Correct. And they need a license for that.
Off premise is off of the premise, you know, like a liquor store.
Here's a question I've actually always wanted to know. So why are there certain places that can sell beer but not spirits? That's
a lot. It's a license. It's a 2 COP. You can sell only beer and wine. 4 COP, you can sell spirits, beer, and wine.
Because it's because of the alcohol level? Is it because
it's just
the other higher concentrates, or
it's literally beer and wine, and then you can add a spirit, which is a 4 COP. It's a highly relative more cost to get a 4 COP and to sell spirit.
Is it hard for a restaurant or a venue to get these licenses? I imagine it's a process.
I mean, it's a process and it's a cost behind it, but the benefit much outweighs the cost.
Okay. And then, so what are some restaurants? So I see that you're really in Wynwood, which is great because that's like Perreo Central. Mm-hmm. So what are some partners that you have now? At least here in Miami, because I know you're all South Florida.
Sure. So in Wynwood, we're in Number 3 Social. We're in Butcher Shop. We're in Shots. We're in Bacan. We're in La Tienda Taqueria. We're in Brickell. We're in Tautology. We're in Midtown. We're in Victory, Mao, Salvige. And then we have some restaurants in Fort Lauderdale. We're in Here and Now, Glitch Bar, Lucky's, Blondie's, and we also.
So you're integrated, man.
Yeah.
Like you just keep going.
Yeah. So right now we're concentrated on Fort Lauderdale to South Miami. That's our target market. That's what we're focused on right now, and that's our home base.
So is it? And obviously you have your social media, you do outreach that way. But is it really a concentration on the restaurants that you found is like the best way to get down?
Well, correct. So our focus right now is actually, it's a good time to talk about this. I have a set of, I guess you call it, what we call is key accounts, right?
So like blue chips, like these are
our focal accounts, right? Mm-hmm. So we don't want placement and product anywhere, right? We want to set a group of accounts where we could focus our energy, really support that account, build the brand within the account, and really support it, as we say.
Well, just seeing that you're involved in Wynwood, like that right there is like that new age Miami vibe.
Of course.
So you know, I'm 20. My birthday's actually tomorrow, believe it or not, and I've been seeing the progression of, at least in the South Florida, like the nightlife develop. And it was starting off where in the downtown that was it, and then you have the development of Wynwood that has spiked so many different businesses and venues, and it's just great that you're in that area because I just feel like the pink color, the beachy vibes is all there. So what, like, who created it? What was like the inspiration? I know it's the beach, the fruitiness, but is there like a backstory, like some?
Well, there's a void.
The origin story.
Tequila obviously is on the rise right now. It's very popular, and have you ever heard of a grapefruit tequila?
No, never. I know that you can mix grapefruit and that's the chaser, but to me now I'm seeing that it is infused in the actual product.
Right. It's blended. So what they did is they came up with an idea, like essentially a void in the market that was not there, at an affordable price. That's very versatile. That's very fun. That's something new that's not already oversaturated in the market. Something with a good bottle design that goes down easy, that can, appeal to a wide.
Yeah, because tequila, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, I always make this joke with my friends that I'm a pussy. I can't take these shots, man.
Right.
But what I found is that when you get into like these like not branded, I mean more like themed, like, you know what I mean? Like you got the grapefruit thing going on. That's no problem for me. So I feel like this is more up my alley because I've never been like that hard like whiskey or hard liquor by itself drinker, even though there are people that really enjoy that.
Right. Well, that's a good thing about ours. Since we're blended with, all natural ruby red grapefruit, it really cuts down on the tequila, because tequila has that like type of vibe. But what we recommend ours is always chilled. Chilled shotters are number one to go. And then obviously like a Paloma or a margarita.
All right. So I think the Paloma, I guess, I don't know about you guys. I know the producer, we got Ilema here, but I think we could, so how do you make a Paloma? What is a Paloma? And it's funny, Paloma in Spanish means dove. Okay. And Cubans, we have a song called El Balón Divino, but this is not for that podcast. It's a very, very raunchy song in Cuba. So, but we're gonna make a Paloma.
Okay. Yeah. So a Paloma is actually grapefruit, tequila, and lime. It's very simple, right? But the thing about us, which is also why we appeal to a wide variety of restaurants, is you don't need to use actual grapefruit or no type of grapefruit syrup or anything.
Which is another cost. Another cost into the bar.
Expensive. Grapefruit goes bad. You have to store grapefruit.
Right. Low shelf life.
Yeah. So we already have the grapefruit in it. So that's a good factor with us. So I'll show you how to make one.
All right, guys. So check me out. Andre is about to whip up a Paloma. First time ever. We got a mixologist. Don't break the bottle now, man.
So basically, all we're going to add.
And the cups, man. Look at guys. Just let me get one of those. Yeah. Guys, you need to check out El Basido. The beach vibes are undeniable here.
So it's real simple.
Wish I had a better knife, man.
Sorry. I'll make that. So basically, all you're gonna do is you want to add about 1.5 to 2 ounces of tequila. Tequila, that is. You're gonna top it off with a little soda, a little fresh lime,
and then just a squitz. Just a little spritz right there. Boom.
That's it.
And that's the Paloma.
And that's it. And you got a good cocktail that's easy to drink, refreshing, by the pool,
by
the beach, with your meal, anything.
That grapefruit is right away.
Yeah.
It's super light. And I see what you mean by refreshing, because usually even with the mixed tequila drinks, you get that little like afterburn.
Right.
But please, if you could pour yourself one up too, man. This is a light sips. But more interestingly, so I'm a heavy mule drinker, so I think that'll be my second one if you can whip me up a mule.
Yeah, I'll make you a mule.
Yeah. But hey, stop it. Look, guys, you don't see this, but they're making fun of me because they know I love mules. So I'll tell you the story about mules. Whenever I have because I work heavily in politics, right?
Okay.
So whenever I have like a client meet or whenever I do some type of, just meeting, business meeting, whatever, that is my go-to drink. Whenever I go out to have fun, I'll drink the mule. To me, that's everything.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to see how this goes. But going back to the Paloma, It's lighthearted. I thought that the squirt was gonna be really fizzy. It's not. The grapefruit I'm talking about right away. Like it's like, and it doesn't taste like concentrate. You know how you can tell the difference between like concentrate drinks and like actual natural grapefruit?
Right.
It's obvious.
Right.
Like, because grapefruit drinks almost has that like syrupy, finish to it.
Right.
This is like,
well, it's an all natural fruit, and that that's very smooth. It's very clean. It's very easy to drink, and it's refreshing. Cheers. It's good stuff.
No, I like how I'm telling you, usually when I drink like anything with tequila, and to be frank, and the mules are made with vodka.
Right.
Right. So
traditional.
Traditional, exactly. So to me, I would never. That's not my first go-to.
Right.
But you're breaking the paradigm here because I like something that, because I move around, I walk a lot, in these social settings. So I like something that que me refresca because I talk a lot.
Right.
So this is right right up there.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. And when you see, the good thing about ours is when we have menu placements and you see, silver grapefruit tequila, it draws interest. Everyone's like,
yeah, what's the difference? I know that you need agave to make tequila, but it's in the process of how you make it? The process
to make it. Silver is just like a more easier, clear tequila. And it blends better with the fruit.
How long does it take to actually like produce tequila?
That all depends. I mean,
and this comes from Mexico?
This one is from Mexico, yes. That depends all on your different, you can age different types of tequila. I mean, there's a whole process that goes into it. But the best thing is about ours is we don't like to overcomplicate ours, right? We don't get caught up in that whole thing. We're 100% blue agave, silver tequila, blended with all natural ruby red grapefruit. We're not overcomplicated. We don't like to put too much into it, and because that's us as a brand. We're a fun time. We're more about the fun. We're more about the experience.
So I'm sipping this beachside with my family,
or on a boat,
See, this is very Miami though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very akin to the Miami culture,
of course.
And I also think that nightlife gets a bad rap.
Of course,
there definitely are outliers, and especially now in Miami-Dade, the increased amount of gun violence that's been going on, but overall, I think that things like this, we can show that there really is a nexus. And not only that, you're heavily engaged in our community. So moreover, how has it been, I guess, how would you compare the Fort Lauderdale market to the Miami market? Obviously, there's a larger Hispanic component. But...
Sure. Well, we actually, when we first started, we were first starting in Fort Lauderdale. And we thought our target market was going to actually be like more like the beach bars, kind of like the beach place area?
Like Ocean Drive.
Well, I'm talking about in Fort Lauderdale. So like the beach bar.
Las Olas.
Right. But more on the beach, like directly on the beach, like beach place. And like the Hollywood Boardwalk, we thought that we would appeal most to the beach bars, right? And right there by the ocean. But what I learned as when I got out there is that mixologists actually love our product, right? And we can appeal to a higher type of establishment because we're so versatile, because you can do craft cocktails. We're not just, a simple shot.
Simply put, this is a bougie drink, y'all. Stop playing.
So that's when I brought it down to Miami, that's what I really learned, right? Miami is a little bit higher end, has a little bit more higher
It's
end
the vanity aspect. I see what you mean, because the Fort Lauderdale, while it's very beautiful, it's upscale,
right?
It's slower.
Right. Exactly.
It's a little slower.
Exactly. Miami's more fast paced. And we can appeal to both areas. But like I said, so when we brought it down here, I dealt with a lot more mixologists, a lot more higher end, that they actually love the product. They love to make craft cocktails. And we've seen huge success in both markets. And that's why we're such a good brand, is because we appeal to both.
I'm going to ask you a question that my friends hate it when I ask them when we go out. You ready?
Okay.
Can you get me a shot?
Absolutely. We can get you shots all day.
Okay, so let's just do one straight up. So again, and by the way, I always do the mixers, and you said chilled is best?
We always recommend Ojo del Sol chilled. Let me get rid of this.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is just put a little ice, chill it.
And can we get one to our lovely Ilema here as well? Yep. She would kill me if I did it for one.
Plenty of shots to go all around. Give it a little shake.
Little shake. Don't break it now. and we have to do the thank you.
Mhm.
We have to do the Miami. Arriba, do they be doing that out of Fort Lauderdale like that?
Well,
Yes, she does.
shots of everyone.
Howard, you want one? That's what Howard said. I'll take one.
Shot for everyone.
Okay. Pero mira. And then, okay, so guys, this is the community shot. The Ojo del Sol. So yeah. We're doing it live. Come on. We're doing it live.
Probably watching.
Like I was like, guys. Okay, so Ailema, you want to start it off?
Of course.
Okay. Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa el centro.
Pa adentro.
See how I didn't gag?
Oh wow.
You see how I
That's
didn't
really
gag?
good.
Bro, I'm telling you.
more.
See, but that's real.
There's no
With
like.
other shots, you have that like
There's no
the
that-
pullback.
It goes
Yeah.
down so smooth. It's really good.
This is dangerous. No. This is dangerous.
Yeah, and it's an actual tequila. It's 35%.
Can I place my order before?
No, but for real, because okay, so Ailema and I,
Time waiting to happen.
Ailema and I, we actually. That's funny because I always ask Ailema to get me shots because we network and we go out and stuff, but.
Mhm.
I usually cringe, bro. I'm telling you, I usually like,
Right.
you know,
And that's why we always recommend a chilled shot or on the rocks, just to calm it down a little bit. That's why we have a great shot program with a lot of our accounts, because it goes down easy. It's smooth, and the grapefruit really balances well with a nice tequila.
and the taste makes me feel like how it looks, the branding.
Right.
You know what? I get that like I'm getting that like little bubbly, like little warm. You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
what we're all about is really the experience. Like I said, we're a fruity, we're a fun, we're festive, we're not too serious. We're about the experience. We got a good juice at an affordable price where you can have a good time, where it's versatile, appeals to anyone 21 and up.
And then the last thing I would ask you is, how do you make it with the mule?
The mules, same thing. That's what's so great about us. It's just the Ojo del Sol and ginger beer. That's it. And water, or I'm sorry, and ice and lime. I make you one.
So, oh my God. Guys, I'm honestly, I just drank like $30 a lick right now here at the podcast first. But no, this has been, look, so I'll be honest, like this is kind of opening us up to like a different like style of podcasting, because normally my program is very like uptight, very like political, you know what I mean?
Right.
But look, to all my clients, you guys should be drinking Ojo. Stop playing like.
So we'll just add the lime, the Ojo, ginger beer, top it off,
Dangerous.
give it a little whisk.
Ailema's like, save me some. I
There you go.
appreciate you, brother. Oh man. Can I be honest with you?
Please. do.
I like the Paloma better actually.
Really?
Because so for me, I'm really into that like sharp ginger
Right.
like finish with the
Right.
lime, and I think the Paloma just really like captured the grapefruit a little more,
Mhm.
because I feel here the grapefruit is like it's like leaving, like it's there but it's not.
Right. And that's
as-
because of ginger beer.
Yeah, no, I think I like the Paloma better actually.
Because club soda is a little bit lighter. That's our signature cocktail. Or also, margarita, where we just add Ojo, agave, and lime.
But you know what? I'm tasting the tequila more on this one,
Mhm.
but it's still not the like that burn. Like you know how you take shots and it burns.
Of
It's like
course.
no burn whatsoever, man. So
Awesome.
this has been great, guys. You can follow Ojo del Sol at Ojo del Sol Florida on Instagram. Check them out. When you see their drinks at a restaurant, I need you to try it. I need you to try it. It's actually extremely refreshing. And Andre, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
Is there
having
anything
me.
else you want to tell our Miami base here about your product?
Like I said, man, we're on the rise, so look out for us. We're a fruity, fun, festive brand, and if you see us out there, give us a whirl.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ahí estamos. Drink Ojo, guys. Nos vemos.